Morbid Facts, Part 36. King Tut was a product of incest as his parents were brother and sister. He had a club foot, a severe overbite, womanly hips, and enlarged breasts. Most experts agree that he probably died as a result of these deformities. The human head can remain conscious and aware for up to 20 seconds after being decapitated. A student was once taking an exam and couldn't handle the stress and anxiety anymore. So he put 2 pencils up his nostrils and headbutted the desk, forcing the pencils through his brain. He died instantly and all the other students got automatic A's.
Signs that you might be turning into a psychopath. Number 1, if you like watching horror movies. Did you know watching horror movies can slowly destroy your brain's ability to fear? Number 2, if you're always bored and looking for fun things to do. This may not seem like much, but it increases your temptation to do something illegal. Number 3, if you always find other people annoying. This is a sign that you're agitated and need some rest.
Facts, Part 79. In 2009, spelunker John Jones was caving with some friends and family in the Nutty Putty Cave in Utah. About an hour into the expedition, John decided to find the route known as the Birth Canal, a narrow passage that spelunkers must crawl through carefully if they dare. After finding what he thought was the birth canal, he crawled in head first and started inching his way forward. But John would soon realize that this wasn't the birth canal, since it was way tighter than anything safe to crawl through. By this point, John didn't even have enough room to wiggle out the way he came, so his only option was to push forward. Over the next 27 hours, hundreds of rescuers failed to pull John out of the crevice. At some point, John died from cardiac arrest and his body was never retrieved. The Nutty Putty Cave has since been sealed off.
Banana, call 911. Okay, so you're eating a banana one day when you notice something odd on the peel. If your peel has a spot like that, then spit it out right now, because your banana is a breeding ground for toxic spiders. Most commonly found are the Brazilian wandering spiders, which lay eggs into the banana and can kill you if you eat them.
Morbid Facts, Part 29. A 42-year-old Russian fisherman was viciously attacked by a bear in 2014, but he was saved when the ringtone his granddaughter installed on his iPhone suddenly went off. Justin Bieber's song Baby miraculously sent the bear running back into the woods. In Houston, Texas, a 19-year-old boy named Rashad died while attempting to play Russian roulette in front of friends. He apparently didn't know how the game works since he tried to use a semi-automatic pistol instead of a revolver. There are over 70 documented cases of transplant patients experiencing the same thoughts and feelings as their owners did in life. People have reported everything from craving their donor's favorite foods to inheriting their talents. It has posed a theory that the cells in our bodies can store memories.
In a parallel universe, we need to talk about these crazy Mandela effects. So if you don't know, the theory goes that in millions and millions of years, time travel exists. And each time someone time travels to the past, they make slight changes that causes us to go into a parallel dimension. Now, these slight changes that they make are called Mandela effects. And y'all, I got some crazy ones for you. Now, picture how the song We Are the Champions ends. Y'all heard that right. It's never ended on, oh, the world. Like, what? Next up, we have Fruit of the Loom. Y'all are probably like, oh, this looks normal, like there's nothing wrong about that, it looks the same. Wrong! This has always been the logo, with no damn cornucopia. Next up, we have my dear friend Pikachu, like, what could be wrong with him? His tail has never had a black stripe. What? Now I'm running out of time, but like, Pinterest, it's always been Pinterest, not Pinterest. And that's the conspiracy.
Facts, Part 62. In 2008, a 23-year-old Vietnamese woman suffered from a mysterious food allergy that aged her about 50 years in just a few days. Recognize any of the objects in this photo? This picture is designed to give the viewer the simulated experience of having a stroke. Everything looks hauntingly familiar, but you can't quite fully recognize a single object. In 1939, 5-year-old Lena Medina became the youngest confirmed person to ever give birth. Her son was born by C-section and was raised as her brother. Medina is still alive today, but has never revealed the identity of the father nor the circumstances of her impregnation.
Found some Mandela effects that I promise you haven't heard of, but are going to make you shook. We need to talk about this. Okay, first up we have the song Barbie World. Let's see how y'all remember it. Okay, finish the lyric. I'm a Barbie girl in Barbie world. It's always been in the Barbie world, not in a Barbie world. What? Okay, next up, picture Frosty the Snowman. What color scarf does he wear? If you said a red scarf, you're wrong because he doesn't wear a scarf at all. I'm sorry, but I clearly remember a red scarf. What? Okay, next up, if you're a fan of Just Go With It, picture the movie poster in your mind. I don't know about you guys, but this used to be my favorite movie, and I clearly remember them clinking drinks, but they're fist bumping. Like, what? That's not right. Now, lastly, picture Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Y'all remember his Adam's apple, right? Like, whenever he swallowed, he used to gulp and it used to bulge. Like this, right? He has never had an Adam's apple. What? And that is today's conspiracy.
Facts. Part 99. A few days before he was assassinated, President Lincoln told several people about a dream he had. In the dream, Lincoln saw a soldier standing beside a casket, and he could also hear people weeping. Still dreaming, Lincoln asked the soldier, "Who's dead in the White House?" The soldier turned to him slowly and replied, "The president." In the late 1980s, a woman went on a vacation getaway where singles could meet other singles. She quickly thought she had met the man of her dreams and decided to sleep with him that night. When she woke up in the hotel room the next morning, the man was gone and there was a small wooden coffin on the table next to her. Inside was a note that read, "You are now HIV positive. Welcome to the world of AIDS." Facts. Part 71. This is a photo of two 4-year-old boys playing in a sandbox full of asbestos in the town of Wittenoom, Australia in 1954. This was during a time when very little was known about the devastating effects of asbestos on humans. Both boys eventually died from mesothelioma before the age of 40. This is how the population of American buffalo dropped from 30 million to 300 in just 50 years. Those are all buffalo skulls. During the French Revolution, people on death row often fought to be the first one executed by the guillotine. This was because the blade would dull after multiple uses and eventually wouldn't cut the head clean off on the first attempt.